Hi. So I'm conscious I haven't made a video I didn't do one yesterday. So here's an update. Nominations shut on Tuesday and my God, it was chaos. I don't know why people leave things to the last minute, but you know, to be honest, I stayed calm, but I was stressing on their behalf. We had, I want to say, about 19 nominations come in on the last day, the last of which didn't come in till an hour before the deadline. So really they were playing a risky business. If there had been anything wrong with that, then likely that candidate wouldn't have been able to stand. So anyway, after closed nominations at 4 o'clock, it was all hands on deck for us. We finalised the proofing of everything we'd put into the system, and then had to send the data off to the printers. We had to get information out to agents. We had to run notices of statements of persons nominated and uncontested elections, and send details to candidates who were successfully elected due to the fact that there were more seats or the same amount of seats as there were candidates. So that was for the parishes. For the borough elections, there's 59 seats. We had 182 candidates for them, and every ward is contested. So there are elections for every one of them. For the parish wards, there are only 3 parishes that were contested. So that's Gisborough Parish Ward, Hutton Parish Ward and Loftus Parish Ward. So just the 3 of them. I think our biggest ballot paper has 12 candidates on it. I think that's right. There's a couple with 11. Even our smallest one has 3 candidates for 1 seat. So yeah, the last day, so that was Tuesday. Yesterday we spent doing a load of proofing, so all of the postal voters data, obviously we'd sent that to the printers. That all came back in the form of how the postal packs are going to look and for the ballot papers to go with them. So we had to ensure that every pack was being delivered to the right person, that person was being assigned the right ballot paper with the right candidates on it, and that it was the right ballot paper number which matched the statement. So we did all of that. Today we've had proof of ballot book data back, so what books are going to what stations, again that the candidates are right, that the number of candidates it says that you're allowed to vote for, that information is right at the top of the page, that the correct ballot papers for the places that have a parish and a ward election are being shown, and they're going to be printed on the correct colours. We've also checked out the corresponding number list, so basically that is the list of ballot papers at each station that the presiding officer writes the elector number next to make sure that ballot papers have been issued in the right order. And I've just finally, before we left, proofed the large print ballot papers, so that they're the oversized papers that are in the station for people who need a bigger one to refer to for site issues. So yeah, it's been really busy. We also had a candidate and agents briefing session this afternoon, so all the candidates and agents were invited to come along to that to be given a bit more information about the election itself and the timetable from now till election day. So that went smoothly. Can't remember what else we've done. It's just been chaos. So next week, it's Easter weekend now, thank God. We could all do with 4 days off. It's been really, really busy. We've done a couple of 12-hour days. I've done my full work week allocation over 4 days and a bit more, as have the rest of my team. We're all troopers, you know. We get through these elections like we just breeze through them, but it takes its toll. So we're all tired now, and we're very thankful it's Easter weekend and we can just have 4 days off, not be under pressure. So Anyway, next week we will have to continue working on the materials for the polling stations now, and I can start doing proper count related documents now that we know the candidates and everything. Allocating count teams, we've got the presiding officer and poll clerk training coming up soon, so I need to finalise the details on those slides. I need to do count supervisor training stuff, get all the count equipment ready, so it doesn't stop, it just becomes more structured, less pressure and time restraints on some of it. So rather than like this must be done within the hour, it's a case of these are all the tasks and these are the final deadlines, so spreading out the workload accordingly. So yeah, I think it'll be a busy one. I'm not sure if I'll update over the weekend because obviously nothing will be work related. However, in non-work related news, I had a visit from the midwife to the house this morning, and I have been provided with all the equipment I need and signed off to have a home birth. So as long as the baby doesn't decide he wants to come before the 20th, I will get a home birth. So, you know, fingers crossed he comes on time or even late, because, you know, I'd quite like to see out these elections after all the work that I've put into them. So yeah, so I hope everyone has a lovely Easter weekend, and I will catch up with you on Tuesday, if not before. Bye!